fans, it's Daniel Chang with Graded Magic Cards, and it's another GMTG review segment. And we're with our friend David. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good, man. David's from Las Vegas. For those of you who don't know where Las Vegas is, it's where all the money is. Right?
Right.
You have to, or they take all the money. Yeah,
a little bit of both.
So what David's a collector, and he has a great store to share with us. And we acquired this box today. Today's May 10th, 2013. And what you see here is an original beta starter deck box. Let me show you guys kind of the angles. The beta starter deck box is what's unique about this one. It's factory sealed back in '93, and I'll let David share some of the stories. But David, why don't you tell us where you got this from?
Okay, so back in 1993, I had recently gotten out of the military and had returned to my hometown where Magic had just come out, and my friends and I decided we were going to start playing it. Due to the popularity of the game, the stores in our town kept running out of the cards. So because I had a credit card, my friends got together with me and convinced me to order some cards direct from the manufacturer versus getting them from the store. So I actually ordered several of these bricks from the store, and the arrangement was going to be that I would buy them and my friends would buy them for me at cost. When I bought them from the manufacturer, they sent me the last few boxes they had. At the time, we had no idea that they were going to stop production of them. We thought they just needed to make more. We didn't really know. So my friends started buying them from me, but after each of them had so many starter decks, they became disinterested. They wanted booster packs.
Why booster packs?
Well, they felt they had enough lands and and different common cards, and they were more interested in getting the boosters. And then the people at the store that we were buying them from told us that more were going to be coming out soon. We didn't know that meant it was going from the limited to the unlimited run.
Right.
But once they knew more boosters were coming out, they quit buying them from me. Now, one of my other friends at the time told me that if I got stuck with any of them, that he would absorb half of the cost and would pay them for me. So at the time, I got stuck with this and a couple of decks that were still sealed. When I went to him for the money, he told me he didn't have it. And at the time, I was really upset. I felt like I got left holding the bag. So I quit playing the game, and I took these cards and I threw them in the closet. And then hit the fast forward button 20 years later, and here we are. Once I found out they were they started to become worth money, I set them aside and just decided not to touch them.
So this is kind of like out of a coincidence, totally.
Yeah, it's a complete fluke. I've never been a collector. I've never collected comic books or cards or anything. Like I said, I only fell into this by happenstance because I got stuck.
Yeah,
with a purchase. I mean, at the time, I can't remember if they were $7.95 or $8.95 a deck, but it was about $100 purchase, give or take, and I was upset. I was a college student, and delivering pizzas, and $100 was a lot of money to me, so I was a little upset about this.
See, that's what the fans are going to be questioning, why didn't you just max out everybody's credit, get as many credit cards as possible? That's a lot of money back in the day.
Well,
for gaming cards.
Yeah, but we were just we weren't buying them to collect them or anything. We were buying them just, it was a game. We were just buying it at the time. They had no worth, and like I said, I tried to buy more. I was trying to buy booster packs mostly, but when the manufacturer told me that this was all they had, then this is what we got.
Right. You mentioned a great story about at conventions you were trading cards.
Right.
Remember about different cards and such? Tell us.
Yeah. I took the two decks and my loose cards. There was a convention, I believe it was in Austin, Texas, a gaming convention. And so my friends and I went to the convention, and this is when I knew the cards had gone up in value. And it makes me sick now to think about some of the cards I sold then. But you're going to have to help me with some of the names. I'm really not into Magic that much anymore. But I was selling some of the emeralds, like the Mox emeralds, all the different jewel cards and different things like that for $100 a card.
Right.
And I felt like I was really making a lot of money.
Right. Now that's 2 years or so after the game?
It was a few years, after, yeah. And the people couldn't part with the money quick enough, and I sold pretty much all of my rares and valuable cards. there at that convention. I kept a
Right.
few, which.
And then at that time you were like, oh, I did really well.
Oh, I was great. I remember I made about $1,000 selling cards at the convention, and thought that I had done wonderful. You know, but I wish I still had those cards today. But
Well, was the Black Lotus still the Fable card back in the day? Remember that?
at the time I didn't know anything about the Black Lotus. And
Really?
No, I was
Wow.
completely. I didn't know. At the time it wasn't. Like that's the card everybody talks about
Right.
today. But at the time, like I said, I wasn't into it that much. And when we went to the gaming convention, I didn't go there for the purpose of selling cards.
Right.
We were going to the gaming convention anyway, and I just kind of took the cards along as an afterthought.
Right.
But even at the convention, I was telling some people that I had this, and they all called me a liar.
Right.
They said, it's an old wives. Nobody's got that.
Right.
And that was back in, I don't know, 96 or so.
So would you bring this around and show them?
No, because we drove to another city to
Got
go
it.
to the convention.
Got it.
They just didn't give me the time of day.
So what did you think about the game in the beginning? Like, what did you? Because obviously it was a cool game.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had fun
Yeah.
playing it. It was just. After a while for me, we had a group of friends that were the core group that were playing it, and some of them either moved away or splintered off, and there was only a couple of us left, and it just kind of died for it, for us. I know my friends after I moved away, they kept playing and went into the unlimited, but
Right.
I got married, had children, and moved away. And
Right. You got
quit
a
playing Magic.
Man, this story is awesome. I met a gentleman who in Seattle who had an Arabian Nights, expansion booster box, and very similar story, but in the sense that he got it from a card shop in multiple boxes, and he just happened to keep one. I don't know why. He just kept it, and he just never opened it. And for all those years, you knew what it was worth, right?
Yeah.
What made you never to open at least one pack, or just get that itch to?
I don't know. The itch never got me because I think the thing that helped is because I had all 10 of them sealed together like this.
Right.
That I figured at the time came, that it would be this would be a novelty in of itself, and the interest would be higher than this in individual decks.
Right.
Had it been opened already, had the brick been opened and separated, I might have been, curious to open one or two to see what I had, but which I did. I had the 2 loose ones. I opened those and took them to the convention, but I kept the brick together.
Yeah, it's I hear that quite a bit. Like, people have the boxes and the decks, and if they have it already open, they're just gonna open them like once a month, or just to get that itch going. So, Dave, I appreciate your story, man. Driving all the way here from Las Vegas to see us, and I actually flew here to California to visit him, or visit my cousin, and then you guys are a good sport, so I appreciate it. And fans, if you guys have any questions on vintage Magic cards, you can find us at our brand new site. It's vintagemagic.com. It opens August 2013. It has everything vintage, so sealed products, artwork, graded cards, ungraded cards, everything you could find. And David's just a great example of why Magic is so special. It's something that we all started growing up playing with, and now it's become this highly collectible item, but every story is unique. So thanks, David.
Thank you.
Enjoy your drive back. Thanks, fans. Take care.